Welcome everybody, it's Telem, and in this video we are going to be talking about Willard Wyler's motives and why he does these things that he does inside the game. And before I actually continue anymore, because this may seem very face value and a lot of people believe they have a good understanding of his motives because we've heard multiple times he's done it just to make his movies look so realistic. We've seen him just kill people because he doesn't like them in real life, or that they're in the way in real life, or just something along these lines. But this one specifically, and we're going to talk about one specifically, and we'll come back to all the other motives that we've heard before but maybe not exactly true, but we'll come back to them in just a little bit. Anyways, we're going to be talking about this one quote specifically that we get from this really unknown girl from Rave in the Redwood, when you're getting all these special quotes and everything to see people who have died inside Rave in the Redwood before. And I'll play you guys a quote, and of course we'll come right back.
What really pisses me off is knowing he was a freaking soul pimp. He actually sold us off to this jerk, and for what? You think you're getting to meet a lifetime idol, and the next thing you know, your professor is selling your soul for eternal life or something. I mean, if I had known I was going to end up in this film at the beginning of the semester, I'd have studied chemistry instead.
And as you guys heard in this quote, we hear someone, and I don't believe this is actually said in this one specifically, but anyways, this is someone that Willard Wyler has never met before. This is just a fan of Willard Wyler, and she was actually sent to meet Willard Wyler from her professor. So the professor is the one who sent her over there and her other classmates over there. I believe that wasn't also mentioned inside this quote, but they also were. They were all sent over there to meet Willard Wyler, but unfortunately for them, they got sucked into the film Rave in the Redwood and ended up all dying. So this seems kind of normal at first, but there's something that's been bothering me about this, and it's the fact that Willard Wyler's never known this person before. Now, he's also sent our characters that we've played inside Rave in the Redwood and Zombies in Space Land without knowing them beforehand, but we're really confused on those motives too. Maybe it's the same reason here that's exactly happening, but it could be different, and of course I'll come back to that in just a second. But just to show you why this one is so weird specifically is because what we've seen him do, throw people in films before in the first place, like why he's done it before, because in all the other quotes that we've ever got from Steve Smith and from the other people who also died, they were rather thrown inside this film to make the movie. Actually, they're making the movie for the first time, and this is one that everybody sees. That makes sense. And also there's the one where he's just throwing people inside these movies just to kill them because he doesn't like them or something like that. But this one is very, very weird, because inside this one we hear this girl talking about how Willard Wyler has never met this person before. They're not actors or actresses, they just went to go meet him and their professor sent them there, but unfortunately they got sucked up into Rave in the Redwood and unfortunately died. And she says the person who's actually behind this, of course, was Willard, but also worked with her professor, so her professor had a part in this. The professor knew Willard Wyler was going to do this to him just for he could supposedly get eternal life, and which is really weird because we've never heard anybody for any reason being thrown inside these films to gain eternal life. That is just new. This is the first time we've ever seen this. So what I'm confused about is Willard Wyler telling this guy, hey, if you give me all these people, then I will grant you eternal life. But if that's true, how does Willard Wyler have power to give people eternal life? That just makes no sense. But even if he's lying, just doing it for he could get these people to throw them inside the film, like, what's his motives? Why does he have to lie to these people to gain people to throw inside these films? It just doesn't make that much sense, especially from what we've seen him do in the other ones, like just doing to kill people or just doing to make his movies. It's just super inconsistent with his motives. But even though it's very inconsistent with all the other reasons he's ever thrown anybody into his films, this may explain why he chose our characters. So I talked about some of this inside my previous video, but I want to continue on it just a little bit more, and this could explain a lot, because maybe the reason why our characters were chosen in the first place, they're the ones that Willard Wyler decided to throw in there, is because something like this reason, because somebody they know actually sold them off for they could gain eternal life also. It could explain a lot, because if you guys have watched my previous video, we really don't have a definite reason why they were thrown inside the film in the first place, because we would think, oh, maybe they're just doing that to make another movie. That's what we were told at least, but this seems not true because of our characters actually being sent into movies that were already created. He sent our characters into Zombies in Spaceland, Rave in the Redwood. These movies are already created, and plus we also see Willard Wyler when we actually escape Zombies in Spaceland. He seems upset, so we're not supposed to survive. So it kind of makes me think that, is it really true that he's doing this to actually make a new film, even though we're going inside old films? It just doesn't make any sense. So this could actually give us a real reason why. Like I said, it could be someone our characters knew before they actually entered into these films, and they sold them off to Willard Wyler, and that's why he wants them dead, because they have to die in order to guarantee whoever they are guaranteeing eternal life. Anyways, tell me what you guys think about this, and if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and thumbs up, and if you guys want to stay tuned for content similar to this, go ahead and subscribe. But I'm gonna go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.